Hi, Dan from Cloudsmith here. In this video, we will take a look at how you can use CircleCI and the Cloudsmith CircleCI Orb to build and publish your packages to a private Cloudsmith repository. So let's get started. I've logged into CircleCI using my GitHub credentials, as the source for this project I want to build is in one of my GitHub repositories. You can see the repositories that CircleCI has access to in your dashboard. The build process that CircleCI runs on a project is called a pipeline and is defined in a configuration file, the config.yml file, located at the root of your project source in a .circleci directory. I've already set up a config.yml file for my project, but you can also easily create one from the supplied templates using the Setup Project button, and CircleCI will commit this for you in a new branch in your project. But let's take a look at the configuration that I've created for my Cloudsmith CircleCI demo project. The first thing we specify is the CircleCI configuration version that we wish to use. In this case, version 2.1, which gives us access to the latest features that CircleCI provides. Next, we declare any orbs that we wish to use. An orb is a packaged, reusable piece of configuration for CircleCI. We want to use the Cloudsmith CircleCI Orb, as it enables us to push the results of our build to our Cloudsmith repository without having to manually install the Cloudsmith CLI and manually use CLI upload commands in our configuration. After this, we declare the jobs that we want to run as part of this pipeline. A job is a series of steps, where each step can be one or more commands or scripts that we would like to execute as part of our build. Jobs also need to declare an executor, which is where the steps in the jobs will run. This can be a Docker container or a Linux, Windows, or Mac OS virtual machine. For this example, we will use a Python 3.7 Docker image provided by CircleCI, but you can easily use your own Docker images as an executor for a job too. Next, we declare the steps for this job. The first step checks out the source from our project repository. The second step uses the Cloudsmith Orb to check that we have added our Cloudsmith API key as an environment variable in the CircleCI project settings. The third step uses the Cloudsmith Orb to install the Cloudsmith CLI. The fourth step executes a number of commands. It installs some packages that we need for this build, namely Ruby and FPM, a Ruby gem that creates packages. It then executes the makefile from our source and uses FPM to package the result into a Debian package called Cloudsmith CircleCI Demo. The fifth and last step uses the Cloudsmith Orb to publish our package to a Cloudsmith repository. It specifies the organization and repository to push the package to, the package format, deb in this case, the distribution and version that the package is intended for, and the path to the package itself. Finally, we declare a workflow. Workflows define a series of jobs and the run order. We only need one workflow for this example, and it only contains one job, our published job as declared above. And that's it. That's our complete CircleCI configuration to build and push this Debian package to our Cloudsmith repository. By default, a pipeline will be triggered to run on each commit to our source repository, although you can also configure your pipeline to only run when a pull request is merged. So let's go and make a change to our source, commit that change, and start this build. We just need to modify one of our source files, and in this case, we will just modify this message. We then add and commit the change. Now we push this commit to our GitHub repository, and that should trigger our pipeline to run. If we return to our CircleCI dashboard and click on our project, we can see that the pipeline has started and is running. If we click on our job name Publish, we can see detailed output for each step in the job. The first few steps have already completed successfully. Now the step that installs FPM, our dependencies, compiles our source and builds our package is running. This is by far the longest step in this job. but we'll just give it a few more seconds to complete. Finally, our Publish Package step starts to run, and we can watch the progress as our package is uploaded to Cloudsmith. And that's it complete. Our package has been successfully uploaded to our private Cloudsmith repository, and our pipeline now reports a successful run. If we now go and log into Cloudsmith and check our repository there, we can see the package that we uploaded, our Cloudsmith CircleCI demo Debian package. I hope that this short demo showed you how easy it is to push the artifacts of your CircleCI pipelines to your own private repository using the Cloudsmith CircleCI Orb. If you'd like to try this out for yourself, just go to cloudsmith.com where you can sign up for a free trial. And remember, to be awesome and automate everything.